right, everybody. I am Steve, and this is A is for Alice, B is for Bob. And today, J Gals. That's fine. We can do J for J Gals because they're included in this next batch of my most disposable member of the band. And these are my bands, 16 through 20? And if you've been following along, you might notice some bands that are conspicuous by their absence. We'll get to that later, though. All right, so where do we start off here? You know what? Let's start where the T-shirt is, huh? My favorite album by them, one of my top 5 favorite live albums of all time. J. Giles Live, Full House, like 35 minutes of pure raw energy. First, I look at the purse, homework, peck, fair and square, whammer, jammer, hard drive, a man surges right to suffer. Cruising for love, looking for love. Who am I getting rid of here? I am not getting rid of the spokesman, the singer, the front man, Peter Wolf. No. I'm not getting rid of Thess Justman on the keyboards because you know what? Thess is pretty much, along with Peter Wolf, chief songwriter. Magic Dick. No, not getting rid of him. Best harmonica player in the business. Really like the only band that has a harmonica as their lead instrument. Stephen Joe Blad on drums. No, he is driving that band. And Jay Giles. You know what? It's ironic that he is the namesake of the band. You got him on guitar. Bears his name. Is he the most important guy? I don't know. But you know what? He kind of put the band together. So it's hard to get rid of him. So we're going to get rid of Danny Klein on bass. That's not an indictment on Danny's bass playing. It's just a process of elimination. Sorry, Danny. Who is up next? Well, you know what? Let's go with a theme here. Oh, there is quite the theme here. I just realized this. Okay. My favorite album by this band. Seen them live many, many times. First time was at Chicago Auditorium with the Climax Blues Band. Foghat. Rock and Roll Outlaws. Or you know what? Let's back that up. First time I ever saw them was at the Aragon Ballroom. It's Black Oak, Arkansas, and Montrose. Yes. But yeah, love this album. Great title of an album. Rock and Roll Outlaws. Who are we getting rid of? Well, we're not getting a Lonesome Dave because he is the voice and he is the chief songwriter. We're not getting rid of Rod Price on guitar because he does play a great slide guitar. Underrated guitarist, Rod Price. Roger Earl, still going strong with the band today on drums. So we are getting rid of Tony Stevens on bass. Because you know what? I think this was Tony's last album with them, too. I don't think he played on Fool for the City. Up next, who are we going after? Well, growing up, this band was not in my top 20. Really not until probably the last 8 to 10 years have they risen this high. That is Golden Earring. This is my favorite album by them, Switch. And, well, you know what? We can't get rid of the voices. Can't get rid of Barry Hay and George Koyman. And one of the best drummers in the business, underrated, Cesar Zeiderwig. Nope, not getting rid of him. So we are getting rid of Rinus Gerritsen on bass. Sorry, Rinus, once again, not an indictment on you. It is really just a process of elimination. This guy's got 25 albums. I'd say 12 of them are fantastic. Up next, you know my love of the chief songwriter here, lead singer. And actually, you know what? I kind of thought, wow, how did they fall down this far to be 16 to 20? But you know what? It's not a huge body of work. And that is Mott the Hoople, and my favorite album by them, The Hoople. Most people prefer Mott, and a lot of people like All the Young Dudes, but this is the one that I really love. And so obviously, I'm not getting rid of Ian Hunter. Okay, no, that is not happening. We're not getting rid of Ariel Bender on guitar, nor Mick Ralphs, who preceded him. So But normally when I do these, I base it on the lineup at the time of my favorite album. So Mick Ralph's really not in play here. Morgan Fisher on keyboards? No, not getting rid of Morgan Fisher. Or his predecessor, Verdon Allen, who was on the first, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 albums. So that leaves me Buffin, also known as Dale Griffin, on drums, or Pete Over and Watts on bass. And you know what? Here's the theme. We're getting rid of Over and Watts on bass. Yeah. Buffin, a lot of times, he's one of those drummers who sounds like he's playing drums as he's falling down a flight of stairs. But you know what? I still think he's pretty good. And so that's it. Over and Watts, you're out of here. Over and out. Over and. And then up next, now my favorite album is their debut, but this is my second favorite album of theirs. That is Scorpions' Fly to the Rainbow. The beginning of the Uli Jon Roth era. They do 4 great albums with him. And who knows, if he had stayed, I don't know if they would have become the band that they did. No. Would have had a different sound, a darker sound, that's for sure. So we are going with Jürgen Rosenthal. And you know what? It's not his fault, because I can't remember who the drummer is on the debut. He only plays on 1 album. Jürgen only plays on 1 album. The next drummer plays, I believe, on 2 albums before they finally find Herman the German Rarebell. So he's Scorpion's only one in this batch where it's not the bass player. So there you go. That's it. Those are my 5 disposable numbers for my favorite bands, 16 through 20. And like I said, you might notice some bands who have not been mentioned in my top 20. I have yet to include the Rolling Stones, the Who, or the Kinks. And you know what? That's probably about right, because everything that I've shown here, I listen to more than any of those bands. So I think I'm probably right on target. That's it. Thank you.